Preface by Hindu Umaru Ibrahim, an environmental activist from Chad. Where are the men? Sometimes, when you visit a village in the Sahelian bush, you're struck to see communities composed only of women, young boys, and old people. Is it a consequence of women's empowerment? Do men stay inside the huts to prepare the meals? Are they far away from the village, collecting water and food? Are they the victims of a war or a virus that only targets men between 15 and 50? No, of course. Men are just away. Far, far away. Mostly they are in African cities, living in the slums, trying to find temporary jobs. Some are on desert roads to Libya. Some are the slaves of human traffickers. Some are helping the human traffickers. A few are on lifeboats on the Mediterranean Sea, and even fewer are in migrant camps at the edge of Europe. They are looking for jobs. They are trying to find a way to send money back to relatives, to feed their families. These men are just looking to regain their pride, their honor. Because in most of these communities, if a man fails to feed his family, he is no longer a man. We all know the impacts of climate change. They are now visible to every one of us. We watch the forest burning. We watch the ice melting. But we do not realize that one of the most violent impacts of climate change is that it is stealing men and women's dignity. Since the beginning of this century, in my country, Chad, the average temperature has increased by more than 1.5 degrees Celsius. It's the same for most African countries. Our trees are burning. Our water reserves are drying up. Our fertile lands are now turning into desert. As an indigenous woman, I, like others in my community, was used to living and working in harmony with nature. Seasons, the sun, wind, and clouds were our allies. Now they have become our enemy. Heat waves, with several days of temperatures above 50 degrees Celsius, kill the men, women, and cattle. Floods destroy the crops. Changes in seasonal rhythms bring new diseases to humans and animals. Lake Chad, which was once among the 5 largest freshwater reservoirs in Africa, is disappearing before our eyes. When I was born, 30 years ago, it covered 10,000 square kilometers. Today, the lake is only 1,250 square kilometers. Almost 90% has disappeared in my lifetime. Climate change is like a cancer for the Sahel. It's a disease that dries the lake, but also the hearts of the men and women living there. For centuries, farmers, fishermen, and shepherds have lived in harmony. But today, every single drop of fresh water, every single piece of fertile land, is becoming the most precious treasure. People fight for it, and, sometimes, kill for it. Climate change is a virus that lays the ground for the darkest side of humanity. Groups such as Boko Haram, or other terrorist cells, take advantage of poverty to recruit among the young boys, to encourage communities to fight against each other. In the first months of 2019, European media reported on the massacres of shepherds by farmers and of farmers by shepherds in Mali and in Burkina Faso. These people are fighting for the few resources left, encouraged by groups that build an ideology of hate out of extreme poverty. Why is this happening to us? Why is Mother Earth so hard on us? No one knows, in my community, that the climate is changing because in other parts of the world, the use of fossil fuels is harming the fragile balance of the climate worldwide. As most of the children don't have the chance to go to school, they don't know what is obvious for most of us. Climate change is the consequence of a development model that brings prosperity to a small part of this planet, but that is also destroying the livelihood for some of us. The 10 last years has been the trailer of a horror movie for the planet and mankind, and my people are the silent witnesses of a problem they did not create.